I'm Joss.
Hi, I'm Claudia.
And this is the Let's Get Down to Business podcast.
We're two cousins on opposite ends of the globe with a lot of opinions about figure skating. And we're here to deliver the news, recaps, and set a New Year's resolution to be as happy as Ekaterina Ryabova was this entire competition.
Hello, our friends. We are back with a couple of episodes to recap the European Championships this year and cry because at the time of recording, we just found out that Misha Kolyeda has withdrawn from the Olympics due to positive COVID test, but we can talk about that later.
I think that moves beyond the point of crying. It's just pure depression.
Yeah, that's just sit under a weighted blanket for 8 hours.
True. Very, very true.
Anyways, not the time. Why don't we get into some news items before we hop into the recap?
Sure. And from one COVID story to another. So we're recording this super, super late. Euros has been, 1.5 weeks ago, I feel. We only had the time now. But right before Euros, we got the news that the entire Israeli team withdrew, essentially, from Euros because there was one positive COVID test on the team. The coach of Mark Gorodnitsky tested positive, and the whole Israeli team, including our favourite, Uncle Pachenko, withdrew. And, safety precautions, yes, but it's also, highly disappointing because...
It's so sad.
I know, we really like the Israeli team, It was, sad not to see them here, but...
Hope they're having a good quarantine on the pirate ship. It's a great place to quarantine if there ever was one.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe COVID can fight it out with scurvy. Who knows?
Great. The battle of the fucking viruses. Is scurvy a virus, bacteria, whatever. Anyways, not a cell biology podcast. Our next news item is that Satoko Miyahara has announced her withdrawal from Four Continents and as an alternate from Beijing. Very, very sad. The quote was, "I've decided to withdraw from Four Continents as I thought it would be difficult to get myself perfectly ready for the competition as I have been sick from the beginning of the year. I'm sorry to JSF and other concerned persons for causing trouble." Satoko. "I would like to take this opportunity and express my appreciation to all of my supporters, and I will continue to do my best. I would appreciate your continued support." You know what? You are definitely going to get our continued support.
Yeah.
No arguments here.
Would appreciate your continued support, honey. We've already been there.
You don't have to tell me twice.
You don't have to tell me once. We're already there for you.
We're already there. 2 steps ahead.
And another news item, which really isn't news at all, it's just kind of a disclaimer for me, is that, so in Australia, we've got a lot of wildlife. Not every single piece of wildlife kills you, much to people's disappointment to hear, I believe. But we have a lot of birds, and particularly around where I live, there is one bird species, which I have yet to discover what it actually is, that sounds like it's, I don't know, how would you describe it? Because you've heard it before, Joss. It's in between a screech, a scream, and just a cry of death.
The cries of anguish of all parents parenting during COVID.
Yes. And just me internally on a daily basis.
Internally screaming.
Yeah, that, I think it was a Vine or something where the Grinch is sitting in a yoga class and, someone says, oh, let out all of your whatevers. And it just screams. Yeah, that's what the bird sounds like. So if you hear any of that while I'm speaking, know it's the bird, but you can also interpret it as my internal monologue just also coming out. So just letting you guys know, because it's hard to edit out.
Well, birds notwithstanding, why don't we move on to, let's get into our pairs recap. First, we have a couple of withdrawal news items, I suppose. The first one is that Nicole Della Monica and Matteo Gorise withdrew due to precautionary measures after a fall in training. Smart. And then, unfortunately, we also had another injury withdrawal. Ziegler and Kiefer withdrew because Severin had an injury. So they withdrew. Very sad.
I don't really know whether I'd rather hear that the withdrawal was due to injury, aka normal reason rather than COVID.
Right. I don't know. What is life?
Yeah,
What is
but
this
I think
debate
it's
that we're
also
having here?
Yeah, I think it's also smart, like you said, because the Olympics is coming up. Both of them, I believe, are going. So, yes, very smart to not go to Euros, which, I mean, Olympics versus Euros, I don't know which one's more important.
Right, exactly. All right, let's get into our recap. We'll start with our 5th place team here. We have Ghilardi and Ambrosini from Italy. And of course, just reminding us that they're Italian with their Mambo Italiano short program. Not our only Mambo Italiano at this event.
I feel like, has there been an event where we've only had one Mambo Italiano? I feel like Rebecca and Filippo have always been at the same competition as Ekaterina Ryabova this season. Like, we've always had double Mambos.
Double Mambos.
Mambo number 2.
It's like the snake house at the zoo. Double Mambos. Anyways, in their short program, it was actually quite okay. The only thing was that Rebecca fell on the throw triple Lutz, but apart from that, pretty okay. They ended up scoring 62.76 and came in 4th. And then for the free skate, this was definitely a lot messier than the short program here.
Yeah, To Grande Amore by Il Volo and Letters by Abel Kozlovskii. Side-by-side jumps, again, for some reason or other. Always the culprit of a lot of these issues. So first side-by-sides had a chain of Jesuses in between them. It's like they were doing a line dance or something. Not Rebecca and Filippo, but the imaginary
country
Jesuses.
dance.
Country dance.
Country dance.
And the double axel, double toe combos, they were done, but they were muscled out. The throw landings weren't superb, and just overall a little, aka very rough around the edges. They did drop a place from 4th to 5th in after the free skate, scoring 116.14. So, yeah, definitely not their day for the free skate, but they did maintain a top 5 position, so good on them.
Good on them. Let us talk quickly about our Georgian team in 4th place, Safina and Berulava. So we have a short program here. Unfortunately, we did have a fall on the throw triple sal, and they did end up scoring just a little bit lower than Ghilardi and Ambrosini with 61.93, which put them in 6th place.
Yeah, so this Georgian team has really surprised a lot of people. I mean, they only teamed up in last year to prep for this season, and which is incredible. And I think now Georgia has a full team. So there is one entry in the Olympics for every single discipline, which is amazing. And yeah, they've definitely turned a lot of heads, and in the best way possible, just not their best performance here. I mean, she's only 17, he's only 19, and they've got so much time to stay on the scene, improve, and just be awesome.
Yeah, they have plenty of time. Very young folks, a very young team. Thankfully, only one member of the Georgian team is blue and lives in a lamp. So neither of these two here at this event.
Oh, amazing. That was great.
Thanks, I try.
It took me a while. I was like, are we talking about Blippi? Because Blippi was also at this competition.
Blippi does not live in a lamp.
Yeah, so when you said blue,
enjoy it.
When you said blue, I was just like, which blue are we going in? Going here.
With the amount of small children vehicles, toddler-sized vehicles that he squeezes himself into, he might as well live in a lamp.
I gotta watch this. It reminds me.
No, you really don't.
Okay. But is it kind of like Blue's Clues, but 21st century? As in,
no.
or kind of like not
at all, unfortunately.
I love Blue's Clues. It's great.
I do too.
Why are we talking about blue so much? Let's talk about In This Shirt by the Impressibles, which is what Karina and Luka skated to for their free skate.
Yeah, they actually did quite well. They had a fantastic triple twist. The side-by-side jumps were a little However, really came back with a strong throw triple loop, throw triple sal. Fantastic. They ended up fourth in the free skate with 122.12. Season's best.
Yeah, and they moved all the way up to fourth. So for their Europeans debut, I think that is not shabby at all.
That's a very fantastic placement at their debut. A team that we have seen a lot. And you know what? I am just further confused by how much I like this Malaguena,
Yep.
and that is Alexandra Boikova and Dmitri Kozlovskii from Russia. Two warhorses. Is Malaguena a warhorse?
Yes. It's
It
just
is?
like,
Okay.
it's kind of like what if Swan Lake is a A-tier warhorse, Malaguena is like a B-tier warhorse. Like, it's so often used, but nobody wants to use it, I feel, apart from Sasha and Dima, who are just like, yes, we want to skate to Malaguena.
We would love to do this for Olympic season. So they do have a Swan Lake short program and a Malaguena free skate, which we've talked about several times before. Sasha doubled the triple sal, the side-by-side triple sal. Uh-oh.
Yeah, big uh-oh. I think this is one of the first times I've seen them make a mistake like that on the side-by-sides. Normally they're quite good on those, so that definitely was a shock because the rest of the program was great. And they scored 76.26, which was a fair bit behind the top two teams, mainly because of the doubling. But otherwise, it was a really good performance and kind of reiterated the fact that if all the three Russian teams skate clean, it's going to be super tight, except for the fact that Tarasova and Morozov would get so much more in PCS. However, regardless, But let's talk about Malaguena because they definitely made a comeback and skated super, super strong.
Yeah, they really did. And it is just such a shame because, like you said, these three top Russian pairs teams are just so close. So any little mistake is really going to hurt them in comparison to the other two. But we have a fantastic side-by-side triple sal, then a side-by-side triple toe, double toe, which was, real close.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Where there were a chain of Jesuses before for Rebecca and Filippo, like Sasha and Dima just closed that in. They're just like, nope, we're squeezing you out.
No, Dancing with the Stars, that type of. I don't know why that came out of my mouth. Anyways, so we have a throw triple flip, throw triple loop. Fantastic. Just not quite enough, unfortunately, to catch up with these top two teams just because of the mistake in the short program. Sorry about it.
Yeah, but like even in the free skating, their PCS was 3 points or like maybe like just around 2 points underneath the top two. And I was like, is it really that? Like 2 points is a big gap.
That is a large gap. They really are not subtle about the politicking, I suppose.
Yeah, especially in the PCS side. I'm like, seriously?
I mean, I'm not a subtle person, so.
Yeah, but it makes you look really subtle.
It makes me look. Thank you. Thank you? Question mark.
No, it's more a reflection on the judges because it makes anyone who's like loud in life and like really not subtle in life, it makes them look like super mellow.
Oh, I understand. I thought you were being like, it makes your dumb, obvious ass look real subtle.
No.
We're fighting words on the podcast. Anyways. Let's talk about our silver medalists here. Tarasova and Morozov, who again had quite a large gap here in PCS. But anyways, we have Metamorphosis. We've got some Lighthouse for the free skate. In the short program, pretty decent. No complaints here.
No, they scored a really solid 81.58. I just dubbed them the Mikhail Kalyada of pairs because, I mean...
Did you do that?
Yeah, as in, it's obviously not official because no one gives a shit about what I say. But in the sense that, like, they've just got talent up their wazoo. They've got that classic style that if they skate super clean, there really isn't a case for anyone to be beating them except for Sui and Han, because that's different. However,
that's different.
that is different.
Is.
But in terms of the Russian teams, like if Evgenia and Vladimir are skating clean, and Mishina and Galliamov are also skating clean, I mean, unless you're a Russian politica in the ISU, you'd put Mishina and Galliamov ahead. But really, Tarasova and Morozov should be ahead. But
and that is the truth, folks.
Yes. It's also truth that I just really want Maxim Trankov's jackets, coats, his wardrobe, because
it's a good one. It's like
know.
Adam Rapon level of jackets
Yes.
/ coats. They're good ones.
Exactly. But let's talk about their free skate to Lighthouse. It's fine, actually. It's really not that bad, except for the opening side-by-side triple sow, which Zhenya flipped out of. I mean, the side-by-side jump combos were also, like, not supreme. I mean, they did it.
But they had real big GOEs for did it.
I mean, there was, like, half a rink between them for the triple toe, double toe, double toe. So much so that the camera couldn't keep them both in frame. But the rest of it truly was perfect. The landing of the throws, absolutely stunning. Protocol's just chock full of +4s and +5s. I mean, it just goes to show that if they skate clean, they can really bring it to Mishina and Galliamov.
They can really win. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Speaking of, let's talk about our gold medalists, Mishina and Galliamov, also Russian. We have Esmeralda. Gotta love is Esmeralda a warhorse?
Oh, absolutely not. I feel like Esmeralda's, they're the first one to use it properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's a warhorse in the ballet world, but...
This is a world record?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah, big question. Like, okay, so they skated clean, but, I mean, I feel like you can tell by watching it wasn't their cleanest performance that we've seen from them. I love how this is a world record that is, like, taking over Sui and Han's world record.
I just don't think it was quite there, you know?
You know what? Nastya also thought it wasn't quite there, too.
Well, I mean, if she says so.
She literally said that, like, we could have done better. And I was like, yeah, you could have. If you saw it, we saw it. Judges didn't see it. But okay.
Anyways.
Olympics is going to be interesting. I feel like records are just going to fall left, right, and center.
I agree.
Regardless of what the performance is.
Regardless of what even the athletes think about their performance.
Yeah, I mean, the media trained response is, I just go out there to skate and it's the judge's job to give me the scores, which is completely true, but...
Which is totally true, yes.
Anyway, the free skate to the snowstorm. The more I watch it, the more I dislike it.
It's just a little bit confusing, you know?
Like, it's honestly... Okay, when I say I, like, dislike it, it's really the final third that I hate.
Okay, it's kind of like the in the Hubbard Donahue free dance.
Except, like, worse. I mean, the symbols part is fine. It's just very generic, in my opinion. I've heard Snowstorm many a time. But then it gets to the final third, and I'm just like, I hate this.
And it's long. It's a free skate.
Yeah.
Which is longer than the short program. Thanks for listening to the podcast where we give you informations.
Except in the lower levels, like juvenile and all of that. The free program is actually sometimes shorter than the short program, which is wild. Anyway, no one needed to know that. What they did need to know that the side-by-side triple sow, Euler triple sow, huge points bonus for them. Gives them a really, really big edge, literally 2.3 points. I don't think including GOE. So, I mean, even when it seems that they're always falling out of the first sow instead of, like, doing the Euler, judges don't see it apparently, and I mean it works for them.
It's fine. They get it around.
Yeah.
It's big.
I mean, and they also new world record for total score. I mean,
again.
It was super. Okay, so Evgenia Tarasova and Vladimir Morozov, they also broke the world record for total score until Mishina and Galliamov skated. And I was like, okay, at least we gave Zhenya and Voa something. They sat with the world record for, like, I don't know, 4
They had
minutes.
it for 5 seconds.
Yeah. And then Mishina and Galliamov were like, yay! our symbols. I'm imagining the monkey with the symbols right now.
Oh no.
The symbols and our snowstorm. We're just gonna come and take that. But okay.
Anyways, that's the pairs event. Congratulations to all of our world record holders. Our 2 world record holders.
You know what? It's just impetus for Sui and Han to go to the Olympics and be like, bitch.
Snatch them right back.
Exactly. All right. So the Russians ended up like 30 points ahead of the rest of the field. But what is new? Let's go to our women.
Also, same story here.
True.
We had our second Mambo Italiano, and we also have our friend Josefin Taljegård.
Oh my God, amazing.
Going to the Olympics.
I had a bit of like...
I could cry.
My heart stopped for around the week where that was all up in the air. Yeah, so Josefin and Nikolai Majorov from Sweden, they, I don't think, got the not technical minimums, but like the overall score that the Olympic Committee, so not the skating organization, the Olympic Committee required for both of them to go. And everyone's just like, bitch, we don't care. Like, send them anyway. We love them both. And finally, the Olympic Committee caved in. Mainly, it was Jackie Wong just absolutely doing the most to promote these two. And
love it.
They finally got on the team, and I could not be happier.
Thank goodness. The only athlete I will tolerate a Joker program from, by the way.
100%.
The only one.
Yes, across all disciplines. Feel like there was a Joker program for ice dance as well. I was just like, I can't watch this.
Nope, absolutely not. Anyways, why don't we talk about Josefin? Josefin came in 14th here. In her short program, we have a triple flip, double toe, which is great. Triple toe was a little sketchier looking. But overall, it was pretty fantastic, and she always gives it her all and her big personality and her step sequence, and we love to see it.
Absolutely, and of course the step sequence is a level 4. She got 58.24, and the PCS is like around 10 points lower than what I would have, but you know what, judges will never give it. Whatever. Okay, then we have the Joker free skate. You know, I don't love a Joker free skate, but I do love Josefin, so. True. And she did have like purple streaks in her hair, like purple lippy. Full commitment. Purple gloves, full green. Send. Love it. Yeah. Full send. And I think I have in my notes, I literally gasp, "Oh, Josefin!" every time I see her, even though I know she's coming up. I just love her that much. They'll say her name and you're like so shocked, utter shock. I mean, love it, but then also, what the fuck, judge number 3, why did you give the choreo sequence a +1 while the rest of them are giving her like +3s and 4s? Human error, finger slipped. It's the only explanation for that. I mean, Alexander Lukanik was at the competition looking like he had one foot in the grave while giving out the medal. So like, there's your person to help explain away any judging errors. Oh, goodness. Well, anyways, she ended up scoring a 106.06, which ended up in 15th place. Yes, overall 14th, so we love that for Josefin. And she cracked the 100 barrier for the free skate, so that's superb. Love to see it. Let's talk about our 11th place finisher, and that is Eva-Lotta Kiibus. Boot problems, I think, all year. No, she was battling injury all season. Much like another skater, Emmi Peltonen from Finland, who did have to withdraw due to a really bad sounding foot injury. She has a whole like Instagram post dedicated to this, and it's just really devastating. But anyway, back to Eva. Goddamn. This girl, I want her to skate clean always, but just doesn't happen. Yeah, unfortunately, in the short program, we got a great triple toe. Oh, and then we doubled the luts. Oh, sad. Yeah, literally, that's just like live commentary. I think I let out an audible sound when that happened. Yeah. But yeah, so she ended up 15th in the short program with 59.16, and then we have the Shallow by Lady Gaga. Oh gosh. Which, you know what? Anyway. I prefer Shallow program to a Joker program, unless it's skated by Justin. Yeah, that is fair. I just feel really bad for her. It was not great, and given how her fellow countrywoman Niina Petrokina skated in the free skate, I don't think it bodes well for Olympics chances. Don't know what the federation will do, but
I guess we will see.
Yeah. So she did end up in 11th overall, and let's move on to our 10th place finisher, Alexia Paganini, who left Stefan Lambiel in the summer of 2021 and is now with Georgi Shipa, I believe, La Compasita for the short program. And wasn't that great, to be honest? You can tell she wasn't happy with how it all went. Had to fight for a few landings, was a little slow, and we've definitely seen her skate better. She scored 62.32, ending up in 9th after the free skate.
Yeah, just not her best. I've seen her skate better. I don't know.
Same for the free skate as well. It was an interesting one. Scheherazade, but the costume was probably the most un-Scheherazade costume I've ever seen.
It's very, very strange. No Scheherazade energy here.
There really wasn't. And, like, I would love Alexia as Scheherazade, which she obviously is, but I'm getting none of the vibes from the program overall. The choreography looked a little uninspired and bland. Kind of looked like she was marking the whole thing. Maybe it's just the costume.
Not full out.
Not full send like Josephine.
Not full send. Yeah, she needs some Josephine energy. And again, she was skating pretty slow in the second half. I don't know if it was just a conditioning thing, and then she fell. Oh no.
In the spin.
Not a good place to fall.
Yeah.
I mean, never a good place to fall, but
yeah, at that point it was just poor girl. She ended up with 115.78 in the free skate, which landed her in 10th in the free skate and 10th overall. So just, I don't know, something's off with Alexia, because we know how good she can skate, and she can really put it to a top group, really. The final, she can really be a final group skater. So
she totally can. I was expecting her to place higher here. I'm not sure what was happening. Maybe she was tired. I don't know. It just seemed a little sluggish and lethargic here, but
much like me in real life. But I
was like, wait.
I don't want that for Alexia. Like, I'll take that if Alexia can skate well and clean.
Oh my goodness. Well, in 9th place here, we have Victoria Safonova from Belarus. We have a Sarah Brightman short program, and Your Heart is as Black as Night by Melanie Gardone, powered by Elliot Wheeler for the free skate.
Maybe I should have that like on my tombstone, because I feel like that's very representative of me. Your heart is as black as night.
Well, for her short program, she skated clean. It was fantastic. Definitely got an edge call on the Lutz, but it's fine. Landed. Triple Lutz, triple toe, double axel, triple flip. Great. Fantastic. Ended up 8th with 63.07 for the short program. And then our very melodramatically titled free skate.
Yes, a few edge calls on the Lutzes, which, I mean, given the edge call, well, it was an edge warning in the free skate, but given the edge call in the short program, not really a surprise. She did actually really, really well. I feel like one quality about Vika is that she makes everything look super easy and effortless, which is great, but I feel like because she lacks a bit of performance quality, and like emoting, she doesn't go full send, a la Josephine, the quality of the whole effortlessness thing also makes it look like she's so bored while doing it.
Definitely.
And that just takes away from the fact that she's able to do so many things effortlessly. So yeah, I think maybe she just needs to dial it up to like 120, like really, really sell the fact that, you know, you can do everything so effortlessly while other people are muscling it. But I keep forgetting she's so young. She did score 122.32. We will be seeing her at the Olympics, I believe. So yeah, gosh, that's like so close. It's a bit concerning to me.
So close. It's literally like what?
10 days.
2 weeks? 10 days. Oh, 10. Okay.
I saw that last night and I was just like, dear God.
Oh no.
That's how late we are recording this, by the way. You can tell when we're recording this. We're like 10 days out for the Olympics and
delayed.
We're still doing
delayed.
this. All right.
Anyways. In 8th place here, we have Niina Petrokina from Estonia with a French title for the short program that Claudia is going to say for you.
Je n'attendais que vous. I'm not waiting for you. And it was lovely, except for the fact that it was really not great here. So, yeah, she ended up 17th after the short program, which really wasn't great for the Estonian national champion. I mean, she's lovely and smooth across the ice, but after that opening double axel just was not good.
No, wasn't great. However, the free skate, very wholesome title, the love of my life.
I know, how cute.
The love of my life. We definitely had some mistakes here. The flying combo spin, definitely a mistake there. But apart from that,
it was great.
Pretty great. She ended up 7th in the free skate, which is fantastic. Really gave her a bump up in the standings. She ended up 8th overall, even though she was 17th in the short program. So we will see who they decide to send to the Olympics. It'll be very interesting between the two of them.
Yes, because I feel the Fed does love some Eva-Lotta Kiibus, as we do too,
They
because
really do.
She's dressed like the Met Gala everywhere she goes. So like, duh.
Can't relate. I wear black leggings everywhere I go.
Literally, my leggings are as black as night.
My leggings are as black as night.
I only wear black leggings. I don't understand. Like, all power to the people who can wear, you know, the colourful leggings and the leggings with the cutouts.
Not my personality.
And I'm like, do you want to see my closet of black Lululemon leggings?
I once bought a purple pair. I think I might have sent it to you.
Yeah, I think I looked at it. I was just like, I admire those who can wear it. I'll probably give it to one of my friends who can do that. But I look at it and I'm like,
gosh.
That ain't me.
That is so funny.
But anyways, Niina skated great. She was so happy. She really, like, her costume made her look like the Twilight Sky, which I loved. And yeah, she's got really, really lovely quality in her skating. So she's only 17, so hopefully we see her in the next quad as well, even if we may or may not see her at the Olympics. But somebody who is going to the Olympics now, representing Georgia, is Anastasia Gubanova, who came in 7th overall. And she's such a fan favourite, formerly representing Russia. And then I think the Georgian committee reached out to her and she was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm moving. Like, I'm switching. There's no way I'm getting to the top in Russia, and I don't think the Fed likes her anyway. There was a slight drama around her moving coaches a few seasons back, but now look at her. She's skating wonderfully. In the short program, she's skating to Une Vie d'Amour, and it was really nice. Triple flip, triple toe, double axel, triple lutz. She's really great at expressing the music. I'm not the hugest fan of her entry into her jumps. It's kind of like Sofia Samodelkina, where it's like everything else is nice except for when you go into your jumps. But anyway, skated super early in the competition, but managed to score really well. Good on her.
Yeah, she was 6th in the short program. Held on to that 6th place, even though she skated super early. And then we have our free skate here. Oh no, we had a fall in the opening jumping pass. Oh, sad.
It was looking so good in the triple lutz, and then the triple toe just didn't happen. And after that, I felt like she looked a bit hesitant.
I think it just kind of like jolted her mentally a little bit for the rest of the program. We gotta snap back here, ma'am. But yeah, unfortunately, the rest of the program, there were just mistakes. Everything seemed a little bit tentative. Then we have a popped the toe in the flip toe combo. Sadness. She did end up 9th in the free skate with 121.15. So, and then 7th overall. So probably not exactly where she wanted to be, but
I mean, happy that she's skating and she's going to the Olympics. I mean, with the free skate, you know, it's kind of a rough skate when your PCS is higher than your technical score. But that also means that you're a good skater. So good on you, Anastasia. Moving on to our 6th place finisher, Ekaterina Ryabova from Azerbaijan, or representing Azerbaijan, really. Our Mambo Italiano. And
here it is, our second one.
And I wouldn't like, I guess, both the Mambo Italiano and Malagueña programs this season, but the fact of the matter is that Katya is giving more face and sass as the season progresses for this program, and I enjoy it. And she was super emotional after it because she skated clean, and I was happy that she was happy.
It's such a jarring experience
Yeah.
when, you know, someone skates to Mambo Italiano and they're like sobbing with happiness after. I'm not sure. That just doesn't seem emotionally congruent to me.
Yeah. If Mambo Italiano was by Lou Bega, Lou Bega would be sad. I don't know why Lou Bega came up into my head. Maybe it's just because of like Mambo.
We had so much of him last episode, though.
I know. That's probably why.
It's similar energy.
Yeah, it is. And then the free skate to Notre Dame de Paris. Again, super, super happy with it. She was very emotional, coming in 6th overall and 6th in the free skate with 131.28, which was a season's best and a PB, to finish with 196.17 overall.
Very pleased.
Yeah. It was clean, but it was more kind of like a job done skate for me.
Yes, definitely. Unlike Mambo Italiano, which was pure passion.
Pure passion.
All right. In 5th here, we have Ekaterina Ryabova with our Tchaikovsky short program and our Charlie Chaplin free skate. And this is a new short program. Very nice. Loved it.
She's literal sunshine.
Oh, this is very pleasant to watch. I feel like this is another one of those skaters. I feel like I say this all the time, but like that folks who don't regularly watch figure skating would really, really enjoy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Also, because, like I said, she radiates happiness. She radiates, like, rays, literally.
So nice.
Very, very nice. The program is lovely as well. And she was so happy with 67.47, which is a new personal best. And it was a clean, short program. And doing her little happy dance afterwards, you have to smile when she skates. You have to.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's a requirement.
Yeah, which very much leads into the Charlie Chaplin free skate to smile. You know what? I try with my lead-ins. I try.
You try.
But never amount to anything.
So my mom says. She was so happy. It was so nice. I think that she does a good job with a Charlie Chaplin routine.
She does.
It was not routine, program routine. Still a dancer at heart. She's so happy. She has the right kind of charm for a Charlie Chaplin routine.
Yeah, it's the full send, but in a different way to Josephine. It's like
Totally
got the good energy. And you know what? She cracked the 200s in the overall points.
I'd love to see it.
She screamed with happiness. It was so great to watch. No jump calls. Everything was clean. I think the only downside for Ekaterina's entire Europeans experience was seeing Lorenzo Magri in the kiss and cry getting his high five ghosted.
You know what? He can process his disappointment because Ekaterina is a happy clam.
Happy clam.
As happy as a clam. That's what I struggle with.
Yeah.
Euphemisms as a neurodivergent.
But yeah.
A happy clam. Wow. I'm never going to try ever again, am I?
What's the clam joke from Animal Crossing?
What is the clam joke from Animal Crossing? Oh no, I'm being put on the spot.
Wait. Oh gosh, I forgot it. Hold on. It's Manila is my favorite flavor of clam.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. But also, just watch the free skate, then absolutely stay for the kiss and cry, because Lorenzo, after getting ghosted, turned his high five hands into kind of like a finger pointing dance.
It was quite funny. Good recovery though. Good recovery, Lorenzo.
Excellent recovery.
I could never.
It bumped him up in the standings, I reckon. The free skate.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, let's talk about definitely a pod fave. Loena Hendrickx coming in 4th. Adore her. By the way, if you would like to make a donation to her to get her to Beijing, please go and do that. She has links on all of her social media. Just kind of a really, I don't know. It makes me a little uncomfortable that she's in this situation and has to do this. Like, come on, get the girl some funding. But please go and donate if you have it in your heart to help Loena, because she has been doing so well and I really want to see her at the Olympics. So anyways.
Amen. But also, like, Belgium, what are you doing?
Yeah, like what is up with the funding in Belgium? What's happening here?
The Hendrickx family have given you literally so much. And
the Hendrickx family has carried Belgian figure skating for
so long.
seasons and seasons and seasons. So,
and she's the only girl that's been beating the Russians in multiple competitions.
it's true, and she's always up against them because
Yep.
she's European. So,
And so, like, why aren't you just...
fund Luna. Hashtag fund Luna. Anyways.
Short program. Second place. Incredible. Clean. Caruso.
Oh my gosh, absolutely incredible. So happy, so surprised. I love a happy Luna.
And I think they were just, both Yorick and Luna, afterwards in interviews and press conferences, they were just so respectful of the Russian ladies, being, you know, saying, look, the Russian ladies are up here and we're like down here, so we are super, super happy that, you know, we're amongst them and we're super blessed. And I mean, she deserves it. But unfortunately, there was a day's rest between the short program and the free skate, which Luna says that she doesn't prefer. She prefers like back-to-back competitions to continue the momentum. And she said,
I respect that.
yeah, which I completely respect. She did say that it was more important for her to have skated clean in the free skate rather than just finish the best behind the Russians or, you know, beat the Russians, which, I mean, I respect that also because she's not in control of the judging. She's in control of what she can produce on the ice. And unfortunately, the free skate didn't go to plan.
Yes, it was very unfortunate. We had a couple of falls. The final combo spin was not looking good. It just wasn't the performance that she wanted, but judges very generous with GOEs for everything else, which she rightfully deserves, but just not the performance or the score that she was looking for. She ended up 5th in the free skate after coming in 2nd in the short program. I was so incredibly sad for her, with an overall score of 207.97.
Get it to Beijing, everyone. Get it to Beijing.
Yeah, just get Luna to Beijing.
Yes.
I mean, Belgium really should be doing this, but if they will not, we will.
But let's talk about our Russians who swept the podium. No surprise here. Let's start with our 3rd place finisher, Alexandra Trusova. God bless. God bless. So we have Frida for the short program. Also, no surprise that the triple axel resulted in a fall.
She really wants it.
I mean, she said in an interview afterwards that, like, refusing to jump the triple axel means I'd lose. And I'm like, I get it, but also no.
But also, like, no.
The girl gives
no.
interesting quotes, and I mean,
Just a little misguided.
I understand her stubbornness because I share part of that mindset. But then again, like, I feel like we can also include some self-awareness here. Well, the rest of the Eteri girls are like, I really just want to, you know, skate to my maximum and skate clean. Sasha's just like, fuck it, I just want to do my maximum content, regardless of whether I fall. It's like a new take on maximum here.
I'm a very cautious person, overly cautious. So can't relate. I would be like, I'll do a single axle if I can get it around.
Single axle, the only thing I can currently still do. Because I'm a potato everywhere else if I get back on the ice right now. Anyway, what's not a potato is this Cruella free skate, because love it.
I love this Cruella free skate. It's a good one.
It is. And just every single time, like Florence and the Machine, then going to the straight rock. I can't wax lyrical more.
It's a fantastic program. Like, out of all the Eteri girls, I think she is such good. I mean, some of her other programs or whatever, but this one in particular is good branding.
Did we ever expect to say that Sasha Trusova's branding and packaging is great this season and probably one of the best out of the Eteri girls? Like,
you know,
no.
I wouldn't have put money on it.
No, I would put money into Loena Hendrickx's fund though. So
that's where we should be putting our money, not in betting on Sasha Trusova,
because who knows, she will constantly jump the triple axel.
It's true.
Still, free skate, quad flip, insanely great. Quad sal, insanely great. But the quad toe, which is the jump that I thought, you know, she was super, super solid on.
Yeah.
Just a fall on that, and that was called on the quarter. You could tell it was off axis in the air though. Quad Lutz.
I don't know what happened. It right when she took off, I could tell that it was not going to be landed.
Quad Lutz though downgraded with a fall. that was a hard fall.
Yikes.
But the girl can muscle the fuck out of her jumps. The triple Lutz Euler triple sow was just somehow did it. It was kind of funny because in the final step sequence, which only got level 3, you could just tell she doesn't care anymore at this point. I feel like her internal monologue was like, fuck, I fell on the toe, I fell on the Lutz. Can we end now? I'm like, I don't care about the step sequence.
Oh goodness, she is the antithesis of Josefin Taljegård.
Yeah, when like normal people, where the majority, let's say, if they don't do well in their jumps, they still try and give everything in their step sequence. So I was just like the complete opposite.
Just like, whatever, it's over. Who skates anymore? What is skating?
I don't think she knows. She doesn't even know what PCS is.
She doesn't know what to 10 in PCS means.
So Sasha wore like not the newspaper dress because apparently it's uncomfortable. But for the medal ceremony, she decides to put it on, and then Olga made her like a maxi skirt extension that she put on, and so she's head to toe newspaper Cruella, and there's memes going around of like Anna looking at it and having like the exact same expression that Aliona Kostornaya had when she was looking at the newspaper dress, and everyone's just like, what the hell is going on?
You know, it's bold, and I respect that.
I respect it, but would I wear it? Probably yes.
No.
Like, if it was a Met Gala thing, or maybe just for fun.
We just remember we had a discussion not 20 minutes ago about how we only wear black leggings, as black as our hearts, so...
Yeah, I'll put it on, like, and look into the mirror and be like, I ain't going out in this.
On top of the leggings.
Yeah.
It's a maxi skirt. My fun fact, my best friend and my matron of honor at my wedding wore leggings underneath her maxi dress because she was a little cold and no one noticed. And I was like, more power to you, girl.
Did not notice.
I know. It's fantastic. Love her. Anyways.
Sasha also, in response to a question asking, like, does the quad-toe combination of Ilya Malinin inspire you to do similar stuff? And while the rest of the girls were like, oh my god, it's like amazing, like big respect, want to try it, but like it's dangerous and yada yada yada, Sasha straight up goes, I've already watched him before. I tried the quad toe and quad toe Euler quad sow, but haven't succeeded yet. So it's a little bit of a shame that he did it first. I was like, oh my god, Sasha, media training, honey, media training.
Still doesn't know what a 10 in PCS is. Anyways, let's talk about our silver medalist, Anna Shcherbakova, who has nerves of steel, this girl.
That short program.
Oh, gosh. What happened?
I've never seen her make this kind of mistake before.
Yeah, that was. Do you remember that one event? Was it Worlds that she skated and she had like pneumonia or some shit? She still didn't make any mistakes like this.
It's been a weird season. There was one competition. I think it was maybe French Grand Prix where in the free skate she just completely waxeled on the quad flip.
I do remember that was so strange.
Yeah. Another strange thing happening here, falling on the triple Lutz, which was meant to be the triple Lutz triple loop combo. So she misses a complete combo element and still gets really close to 70 points, which a lot of people were like, okay.
So weird.
If it was anyone else, it would be down in the 50s. She did come in fourth with a 69.05. Obviously, she doesn't control the scores, but normally a mistake like that would ding the PCS hard. Anyway, Master and Margarita free skate. After that short program, a lot of people were talking about, oh, should we really be sending Anna to the Olympics? Should we put Elizaveta instead? And this girl, despite all of the talk, all of the people saying things about her, comes out, pulls off a quad flip, pulls off a clean free skate, and the girl has a really uncanny ability to pull it off when it matters, to pull it off when she's like super far back.
Nerves of steel.
When she's down, whether she's got pneumonia or whether people are saying she shouldn't go to the Olympics, which is incredible because if you look at her, you just wouldn't expect that kind of personality or like mental toughness from her, but incredible. I love how the technical element score was 94.10 with one quad. Even though, yes, she does have 3 triples, and in the second half, like, I understand that. But love that compared to Camila, who had multiple quads, got 94 in the technical elements. 94.58, so like just 0.48 above. Anyway, whatever. A lot of +3s and +4s on the protocols, which KK. But yeah, like we mentioned, regardless of what you think about her skating, mentally she's incredible.
Anna Shcherbakova should be my sports psychologist. Not that I engage in sports.
You engage in
All right, let's talk about Kamila Valieva, our gold medalist. No surprise to anyone. Her Kirill Richter short program was a world record with 90.45. And I mean, like, there's just literally nothing wrong with it. So.
I mean,
what's there to say?
The score in and of itself, like, the number is ridiculous. But, I mean, given the pattern of scoring, you can't really complain. It really was perfection. Just, how can she do any better? I don't...
she can't.
Even though she's just like, oh, I can. There's things to work on. Which, I mean, every competition she gets better in, like, her expression and all of that. And it's definitely noticeable. But, like, can you really get any better, Camila?
I know. Truly.
She's the type of girl who I would be compared to, like, when I was younger. And I'd just be like, I fucking hate you. Like, stop.
That's true. That's so true, isn't it? That's painfully true.
But then you look at her and you watch her and you're like, I mean, I'd compare myself.
I mean,
like, it's fair.
Fair. Fine. I'll be compared to this girl. Whatever. Okay, we got some bolero going on here for the free skate, as we do many a time this season. She fell in the triple axel. Uh-oh.
It was unlucky.
Why do I say uh-oh like that? I've been hanging out with my child way too much. As parents do, hang out with their children.
Hang out with their children that they birthed and have to, like, hang out with. It was just unlucky. She caught the heel on the way out. It was landed. But, yeah, just throughout the program, it just was very human in the sense that she wasn't as good as she skated before. She was early on the music in certain places, and you could see on her face that she was, like, chucking internally, going, like, I have to wait for the music now. She almost lost it on the spiral in her choreo sequence.
Oh, that's true. I do remember that.
Yeah, but the judges still gave her, like, +2s and +3s, and I'm like, okay.
All right, well.
Quad toe, Euler, triple sow. It was kind of like a step out instead of an Euler, and it was called that. The sow was called invalid, as the Euler was rightly called a step out. So, I mean, thanks, Camila, for not being as perfect as you normally are, so we can all feel like some semblance of you being actually human. Okay, love you, see you soon.
And with that, that marks the end of the women's event here. No surprises on the podium, but definitely some surprises within programs. So why don't we
move on into a really, really quick kiss and cry section. There's not really much going on. Just wanted to give a shout out to Judge 8 for the free skate of the women, Ms. Adrian Schiedenbau from Austria, giving the marks that I would give for both GOE and PCS. And so that also means that because they were at the low end, they were cut out and not counted, but kudos to her for giving actual scores. We also had unfortunate more COVID cases that required Team Italy, not required, but caused Team Italy to withdraw from the gala completely, because unfortunately it was Barbara Fusapoli who returned a positive COVID test, which was surprising because apparently she was very, very careful. So that really sucked, and a lot of people in Team Italy were scared. But yeah, apparently a few days later, Barbara returned 2 consecutive days of negative tests, so she got out of Estonia. She's like, bitch, I am leaving. Goodbye.
Peace out. Goodbye. Farewell. All right. Well, I think that brings us to the end of our kiss and cry.
So I'm Claudia, and come chat with us at Let's Get Down Pod. That is LUTZ Get Down Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And if you want to work with us, shoot us an email at letsgetdownpod@gmail.com.
If you like this podcast and are extremely happy that Josefin Taljegård is going to the Olympics just like us, please leave us a review and give us some 5-star love. We would really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for listening.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.